little bit. Whew. Okay, one person. Cool, cool. One more person, then I'll start this episode. Hey Jason, how you doing? Whew, one more person. Okay, I got three. What's up, what's up, what's up? This is Jay Lavonne with the Red Cup Chronicles. You know the Red Cup been brewing. The Red Cup been brewing since the last 2 weeks after I talked about my Kobe episode. So the topic is gay Black America. When I posted, is Black America really gay? Y'all were clowning and had like 100 something comments. And I really, really thank y'all for that. So the reason, got the red cup. The reason that I want to talk about gay Black America, because it seems like that it's been thrown in our faces more and more to be gay, in a way of people not creating little brown people like me and you, right? So I'm not sure if I personally feel if Black America is gay, but it's all this stuff going on. Men wearing dresses, purses, and whatever. And I remember homosexuality was really introduced to us and through buck breaking, when they would break the strongest Black man in front of everybody, just to let our community know that we have no protectors in the world. And it's going on very much today because we're not protecting each other anymore. So everybody had their points of views about Black America, this, Black America, that. Everybody's like, no, it's not gay. And then some people say, yay, it is gay. So it's nothing wrong with being gay, nothing wrong with being homosexual, but we have to get to the root of our issues. Like, why is that being gay and Black is a method of us to stop reproducing when other races could be gay and they're not as encouraged to stop producing their own races as we are? And it's like, I read a lot of y'all comments or whatnot. Some of the comments, I'm like, whoa. Some of the comments were very much intelligent. I love, love, love intelligence. So some people say maybe they've been exposed to it through TV, through traumatic issues. And that could very well be true. I remember when Empire came out and Jamal was brave enough to talk about he was gay in that. And ever since then, this whole thing was rubbing our face. Some of the stuff like with RuPaul and other transgenders were being rubbed in our faces and everything. And I really would like to talk about this as our community, because in order to fix something that's broken, we all have to get together and fix our community as African Americans. And it's so many people trying to mix with the Black race. But no, Black race try to mix with other races to avoid the stigmas of being African American. But there's many people there is not willing to mix with us because we're looked at as the negative part with society. Although there are more brown and mixed people in this world than ever, although there's a lot more brown people in different parts of the world, we're still looked at as the minority in America. And yes, I understand the Black people are not the only one being gay, not the only one being stigmatized, but I like to talk about these things because I'm an African American woman. I can only talk about what I know, what I see going on. I had gay best friend. I have gay friends that were Black, and I had a gay friend that was white. Once upon a time in my life, I haven't had contact with her in a while. I always wonder how little Timmy doing. So, I know it's late as usual, but I had to handle some stuff so I could approach this with a clear mind, because without a clear mind, you can't do anything. So, even the younger generation was commenting on my status like, people may have been born gay, but not made gay. Now, I'm kind of iffy about that because although you do know what you are as a child, you don't know yourself until you are an adult, until your mind is fully formed. Which I gotta bring up this whole situation with Dwayne Wade and his son. I commend the son, 12 years old, knowing that he wanted to be a girl. But what I didn't like about that is I wish he would wait till he's 18. Like, Lil Boosie be saying the most ignorant comments. But when he say, don't let him do that, he may fall in love by the time he's 16. I was all the way with him on that. And a lot of people spoke in my status, talk about they have gay relatives. I do too, on my dad's side. I ain't gonna put that person out there. And sometimes when you talk about homophobic issues and being a homophobic, are you homophobic because you want to be homo yourself? Or are you homophobic because you were taught not to like gay people? Or are you just plain on homophobic, period? And it's a lot of stigmas going on. Not because you're gay, not because of black. But there's more stigmas going on in a community as a whole because you're different. For some reason, people don't like it when you're different. People don't like it when you want to march. March to the beat of your own drum. And that's not right. We should learn, in general, how to accept others without being so narrow-minded and everything. Red cup, right? And, is gay normal or not? Now, what I don't like about media pushing stuff in folks' face is the fact that you trying to normalize being gay before people can make up their minds to be gay. Like back in the day, you knew some people were gay, but it wasn't washed upon somebody's face, and people were able to make decisions on whether they want to be gay or not. On the flip side, when you were gay way back in the day, you were shunned, you were ashamed, you were different, so pretty much fuck you, right? And that's sad because how can you live in a world but you can't be who you want to be? That's very much wrong, but it's like that in most aspects in life. You know what I'm saying? So, is Black America really gay? Is the main question, because you see more straight men playing gay characters in media than white. So the one part that I do remember a white character playing gay was Tom Hanks in the whole 6 Degrees of Separation. Will Smith played a gay man also. But a lot of these black comedians had to dress up as women in order to get on, in order to build their careers and stuff. But it's ironic that those men had the nerve to talk about gay people when you played a woman. So were you a transgender, or were you just doing it for the money? Which is one of the true questions about this whole episode. And I'll touch on transgender stuff, but let me get the point with homosexuality before the whole transgender thing. Like, oh, honey. So, all this stuff going on. It's like no matter what you may teach a child, but it seems like the streets and TV is raising those kids more and more. The more the generation grows, the more other things are raising kids in the household than the parents themselves. Which is a damn shame, by the way. And I'm not a person to shame a person to be gay. But if you want to be gay, be yourself. Not who other people want you to be. When Lil Nas X came out as gay, I'm happy that he came out as a gay early in his career, so you won't have to deal with all that backlash. But part of me kind of wanted him to wait until like the third album, because look, Lil Nas X is one of my favorite new artists now, and I would hate for his career to be shunned because he likes men. Like that one black football player, Michael Sam, that played for Mizzou. Ooh, this is a good example. Michael Sam was a great football player in Mizzou. All of a sudden, the media posts him as the first black football player to come out to be gay. And since then, he played for the Rams and everything. But since then, he had to play in Canada. Point is, you're not seeing him on NFL field. And that's kind of saddening because you want to take opportunity away from a talented person. Just because he likes boys, he doesn't like girls. Or you like boys and girls. You like boys, you like girls, you like Gumpy. Honestly, it does not matter. But like I said, we need to fix ourselves as a black community because we're the most broken. And it is so evident that we're the most broken race like ever. Yes, I know there's white gays, Chinese gays, Mexican gays, but they keep that stuff more in their household. We're flaming with the whole thing. So, yeah. And all this stuff going on. If you want to be gay, be yourself. Don't be who you want people to be. Not on the transgender stuff. Since transgender is kind of part of gay or not gay, would you date a person that's a transgender? Actually, Michael Sam did try and play in a progressing game. Actually, he did try out for the Rams. I think he did have Rams uniform at one point in time. Then got cut in the trial run, whatever. Would you date a transgender? How would you feel about dating a transgender in general? Because they're shunned because they feel like one gender on the inside, but they're that other gender on the outside. Like, who are we to tell people how to feel at times? You know, red cup brewing. And, wow, you know what I'm saying? He thought the white LGBT community was going to back him up. Oh, that is a good point, Adrian. He thought the white people was going to back him up. And then they spat in his face. You know, Caitlyn Jenner. No, I ain't talking about Caitlyn Jenner. Me with the Caitlyn Jenner shits, I think that's more of a media circus. Because how you going to call yourself a transgender, but you're not going to cut that one party that's still a man off? And that's another thing. If you want to be transgender, go hard. Go all the way through it. All the way through it. If you're a man want to be a woman, have a cooch. Shoo, please have a period too. See how we be feeling that one time a month. We like, if you're a woman, want to be a boy, do you still have periods? Yes, he did come up with a white boyfriend. Yes, Michael Sam did come up with a white boyfriend. But how many people were gay that were afraid of being gay because of being not accepted? This is a cold world, G. People get shot. People get shot every day. Be like old dude said, it paid it full, you know? So, what can we do as a community to accept people for who they want to be? You don't have to agree with what they want to be, but what can we do to accept people? Yeah, that's why I'm not giving Caitlyn too much attention in this, because I'm like, man, fuck that nigga. No, fuck him. Not fuck that nigga. You know, but it's like more and more black people are coming out as gay in these media, trying to make it seem like it's okay to be gay before people could really decide what they want to be. And I'm reading, why don't we hear more about the trans regret? Ooh, that's deep, because there are people out there who have had sex changes but later on regretted it. And that's why I'm kind of like iffy about the whole Dwayne Wade situation, because he's saying now at 12 that he want to be a girl. What if he want those manly parts back once he turns 16, 18? You know, what if he wants, and that's what I don't understand about some of the gay community, because gay people have way more rights than black people. Keep that real. They have bathrooms for transgender. They're letting people go in the bathroom based on what they feel like, a little boy going to the girl's bathroom. Personally, if I was a mother, I would feel uncomfortable with a little boy going to the girl's bathroom with my daughter. Because bad enough we're trying to keep the kids pure. We're trying to keep kids pure, but more and more outlets are keeping kids unpure before they're mentally and physically and emotionally ready to accept who they are as people. A lot of people were introduced to sex through TV, probably molestation. I ain't trying to touch on that subject, but let's keep that real. You are not letting kids be pure before they grow up. They're silenced because the regret part will literally throw the Ooh, Adrian! The more you fuck with these the crazy again. Nah, Mike, I cannot agree with you that, because if you could deal with somebody without letting it succumb you, because we are all made in God's perfect grace. Meaning, we are all made to be different. We are all made for God's purpose. So, who are we to say, oh, I'm going to stop messing with you because you're one way? Then you're showing that you're narrow-minded as hell. How can't you not mess with a person that's different and still have your own self-perseverance, still have your own self-identity? Now, I understand what these schools are doing, making people more comfortable being themselves with the unisex bathroom stuff. But you got to think of how it make other kids feel psychologically when they grow older. That's one thing I do kind of like about this generation, because they ain't afraid. Look, I was raised old school. You keep that stuff in your household. Don't put it out there. If you're going to put it out there, know what you're going through. And that's why I'm kind of saddened for these young kids, because they're not knowing what they're going through. Whatever you want to be, your mind must be developed first before being anything. Because, like Malcolm X said, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And that is a very true statement, because you have a lot of people that's naive, a lot of people who don't know better, letting people form their minds instead of them forming their own mind. Imagine living with every decision you make. Oh yeah, at 12 years old, I was drawing. I was a huge nerd. I like that decision, being a nerd. And I used to want to get out the house to go to different lock-ins, the Saints, whatever. But as you go out and you see the very same people that was going out, you be like, you know what? Thank God my grandma kept my black ass in the house and stuff. Because you shelter the child, that's kind of bad, but at the same time, you don't want other people forming your mind. You want to form your own mind as an adult, as a person, period. And we all have to progress to different things, but that don't mean that we have to let things rub in our face. So, do y'all think Black America is really gay? Because they're rubbing that more and more in our face than any other race, honey. And honestly, it's good to be aware. It's good to keep a self-awareness of yourself. But more people are not teaching people to be individuals. Being an individual is something that you have to learn on your own as you grow, because you know yourself better than anybody else in life. And it saddens me. Those babies be going through stuff. Oh my God. It saddens me about how, and then sometimes when I say something, Jocelyn. But sometimes we have to talk about what nobody else wants to talk about. Because how are we going to learn? How are we going to grow as people if you shun different topics away because you're ignorant? Not stupid, ignorant. Ignorant and stupid are two very different words that are used in the same context. Stupid Mark my words. Dwayne is about to come out as a bi-pansexual before this year is over. I wouldn't say all that, but they did say, I ain't gonna say what they say about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union bedroom. I'm not gonna share that because it's not about that bedroom. And I was trying to avoid talking about the Dwayne thing, but that's a great topic because that's a little black boy. I really feel that they're trying to make black men more extinct more and more and more. We need our black men to be the leaders of our household. It's like you want a leader of the household, but you want to take the very leader from the household. While they built the whole WIC system. The WIC system was actually created by the Black Panthers to help the single mothers out and everything. But they want to throw rules. In order to get certain things, you cannot have a man in the house. Who's going to protect us as black women and children if that black man, that strong black man, I ain't talking about the effeminate black man. They want to be us anyway. I'm talking about that strong black man, that backbone that we need. They said that the woman is the neck, but the man is the backbone. Man had everything. They're priming the pump before the big enough. Ooh, everybody is blaming that whole shit on Gabrielle. Even the mama's like, I named him Zion. He gonna stay Zion, not Zaya. Like I said, I'm happy the little boy know what he likes and everything, but sometimes at 12, you don't know what you like. This lady you don't know what you like because you're not fully developed yet. This lady beat her 8-year-old son to death. Now, that was wrong also, because that 8-year-old boy probably been exposed to something, and she wasn't mother enough to know that maybe he may have been molested. She should have been his protector. Because a lot of people that be thinking that at a young age, whatever, they probably been exposed to something. They probably been... Anything can happen to a child without your watch. You cannot watch your children 24/7. If you can, you ain't got no job, something going on. And I'm not joking. I guess I got my cheekbones. Don't mind my cheekbones. I'm not smiling. This is a really serious topic. Because a lot of stuff that's going on with the black community. And we need each other more than ever. Like, they killing off these black men. They killed off a little boy because he had a toy gun. Really? Oh, you know what? Lord. You know what? Maybe I should touch upon the Will Smith thing. I don't know. It's like, I might not touch upon the Will and Jay thing because sometimes Jaden Smith, he confuses me about what he want to be. You see him with girls, then you say stuff with boyfriends and stuff. Another reason I may not want to touch upon the Will Smith family thing, because you don't know what's going on in bedroom doors. You don't know, because a lot of stuff, it may be facts, but there are some things in media that is very much untrue. Hell, I don't even watch the news. Every time somebody gets shot. And this is like a St. Louis thing. And, I feel that we're broken. They're pushing, hey. But I really felt about the whole Dwayne thing. The boy is still going through puberty. Now, if you're 18 and feeling like you want to be a girl, cool. Because you went through puberty and you grown, you earned your stripes. Your mind is more developed then. But when you are a little kid, you can say a bunch of stuff. And then come out, I was a kid at this time. I don't think this way now. And all this stuff going on and everything. My thing is, if you want to be transgender, baby, take the pills. Go hard with it. Now, another thing you want to touch upon that, because some people may have more resources to go through those type of changes than some underprivileged communities. Those are the ones that's being kind of sad because they want to make the changes. They want to do this. They want to do that. But they can't do it because they don't have the resources like the privileged communities. Like, I'm still gonna say, everybody kept on saying, oh, people not this. I still kind of blame buck breaking during slavery, the reason why these black men are so effeminate. Effeminate these days? Effeminate. Yes, that's the word. Effeminate. Jaden say that Tyler the Creator, his boyfriend. Yeah, send me that link. I've heard of it, but I like to see things for myself in general. And that's why I'm not touching on the Smith family. Gabby and Dwayne should be Ooh, so that's good. Adrian, you are on a ball, honey. How come you haven't watched any of my episodes for real? So, should it be child abuse? Should child abuse be brought up if these kids are being brought up that way instead of thinking like themselves? You know? Like I said, I'm going to say it. I'm going to keep on saying, I blame buck breaking. You don't know what buck breaking was? You should have saw the beginning of this episode. See the beginning of the episode when this live is over. Or you want to do more research on it. I really like for black people to research on buck breaking. Because that was the beginning of the whole take the black man away from the household. And some of us are so much more desperate to mix race. But a lot more racists don't want to be mixed with us because they don't want that stigma of being part black. What y'all think about that? So, you're accepted on one hand only if you do certain things, but you're not being accepted for being yourself. Okay, that's fine. Well, Adrian, I do have a YouTube channel. I do need to put more of my episodes to spice up my YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel, and we'll talk about that offline, where I talk about a lot about the black people community. Sometimes I joke around. Sometimes I don't. But yeah, this is a very serious topic. And I do these Rare Cup Chronicle episodes. It used to be every week, but now it's 2 weeks because of the fact that I got to think of more ideas. The underprivileged are sleeping down low or threatening to expose good point. You have people like Eddie Long. You have people like, all these and some of the stuff may have began in the church too. Ooh, don't get me started. Black church. Now, we gonna sit there and talk about black church. We might as well not go to sleep. It's broadened, general, and mental retardation. Now, I don't like that word retardation, for real. Because of the fact that, I blame it on buck breaking, and we need black men more than ever. Like, why do you want these black men to be so gay? So we won't produce? So we won't have little brown children running around being proud of their race? A lot of black history have been erased, like Amara, Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday, where she was talking about different things going on within our community. A lot of stuff. Stormine, you need to talk to me, Adrian, because I'm trying to develop this into a TV show for real. So, a lot of the black history that we've been peeping either be swept under the rug or not been talked about. And don't come on here to talk about black people aren't the only ones. Nah, this is a black channel. I do understand we're not the only race that go through that, but we're the only ones that have that stigma. Now, a white person being gay, like Ellen DeGeneres, yay! A black woman being gay, damn. She don't like dick? Damn. She ever had dick before? It's like we're ostracized. We're being ridiculed and persecuted for being ourselves. You know? And I wish Zaya Wade the best of luck and whatever she wanted to decide and everything. But I really wish, if you're going to be that way, develop your mind first. Don't be who other people want you to be in general. And yes, Michael, I really do feel that stuff is been set up so we be the shunned. But a lot of these other races gonna be the minority soon, because you seeing more tan and everything. You seeing all these black people loving and melanin, baby. You got melanin. We can't get well, black people can get sunburn. And black people don't get lice for real in their hair and everything. And yeah, we are a bomb ass race, but we don't appreciate each other. Ooh, LGBT community being the most racist community. How is the LBGT community in Q the most racist? Incest causes mental illness. Y'all just be touching and touching and touching. Like when I first made my post about Black America before doing this, it had 101 comments. There are some answers that were intelligent. There's some answers that had me scratch my head. And a lot of people say, yeah, we had gay people in our household, whatever, but they chose to be hetero. So with a lot of gay people in the household, may have taught people to be more accepting it outside the household, because they understand how that person feel. They understand what that person is like and everything. And yeah, before you start shunning stuff, educate yourself a little bit more. You may like it. Like it, and you'll love it a long time. Yeah. Main thing that I want to do with this podcast, educate black people. Because they wiped our history away. I remember when my art teacher from Normandy, we were really taught about black history, Amun-Ra, Akhenaten, and you don't see that in our school books. You don't see that in our community. And a lot of people are so blind because a lot of people don't know who they are as people. And that's how people take advantage of other people's naive ways, because, oh, you don't know who you are? Let me mold you. Let me mold you into who I want you to be. And that's why I feel what's going on with a lot of blacks. You know? And this is a pretty deep topic, because maybe that person may want acceptance for being gay. Maybe that person may want to be homo or hetero, but don't understand why, because as you go through self-development, you do not understand yourself all the way until you are mentally, physically, emotionally, until your chakras are fully developed. That's all I'm trying to say, you know? At the end of the day, we all eat, sleep, pee, bleed the same. And if people stop saying white people, black people this, white people this, maybe we'd be more aware of our issues as a whole, as a community. But since so much division been going on since the beginning of history, we have no choice to learn how to love ourselves and everything. And that's kind of sad, because some people may want to be one way. Some people may want to be another way. But you got to have that self-development first. You know, you may want a girl one day when you're 10 years old, and then decide at 15, you know what, that was a phase. I was just playing house. Or you may be 10 years old feeling that you don't like girls anymore as a boy, but afraid to talk about it because you feel like you're not being listened to. You feel like that won't nobody hear you. There are a lot of more, and then, don't get on some of the black transsexuals that were being killed because they were transsexual. Who's the voice that's willing to talk for that black transsexual? They're dead. They can't speak for themselves. Who is the voice for that African American person who's gay, but they feel that that person don't understand them? And that's one of the main basis of this topic tonight, because nobody is speaking for us. Black people don't even speak for other black people sometimes. And that's what saddens me most. I don't care what goes on in your bedroom. I barely want what's going on in my own bedroom, me hugging on my teddy bear stuff. But in order to accept others about who they are or who they're trying to be, we must listen to each other. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth and 2 eyes for a reason. Shut up when somebody's talking to you sometimes. You learn. And a lot of people are not open to learning because they choose to stay ignorant. Like the whole thing about Malcolm X traveling to Mecca because he was ignorant because only black people were Muslim. He traveled to Mecca. There's white Muslims, Muslims from different ethnicities. He chose to learn. He chose to stop being ignorant. And for that, he was gunned down. Martin Luther King, he chose not to be ignorant. Put black and white people together. And for that, the FBI killed him. And you can't get me for that because they were guilty in court in 1999 for Martin Luther King's murder. Now they're having this Netflix series about Malcolm X assassination. We don't know how powerful we are as black people. That melanin, baby, that's what keep us so silky, so smooth. How people be commenting on us not aging. Baby, I'm 36. I get mistaken for 20 every day. Not every day, but sometimes a lot of people don't think I'm 36. Put it like that. I graduated from high school almost 20 years ago. Period, poo. And people need to stop being ignorant. Now, if you want to be this way as a little person, develop your mind first before stating that you're this particular way. I don't knock people for being who they want to be. Matter of fact, I love people more when they be who they want to be. But media need to stop rubbing stuff in people's face so people could think more for themselves, could educate themselves. See this thing? My pimple. Mind is a powerful thing. You can either form your mind or let people form your mind for you. Pick and choose your battle, sis, bruh. And those who do have the resources to be who you want to be, whatever sex, whatever you want to be, kudos to you. But there's a lot of people who don't have those resources that are sad on the inside. And that's who my heart weeps for. People who cannot be who they want to be because they feel like they've been shunned. They've been shamed. And I call this Black America because they're looking at that more. And I do feel that people want to push that agenda so we won't have little brown people. Guess what? There's more people that are more tan than anything. No matter what, you cannot deny the African American race because according to some people, we were the first people on earth. Have you heard this story named Ham? Was in the sun for so long, he became dark. And he was shunned because he was dark. Without dark, you cannot have light. And without light, you cannot have dark. So who the fuck are you trying to tell people, oh, you shouldn't be this way. Oh, you should be that way. God made us all different. Maybe you're hetero and want to dip into the homosexuality every blue moon. Maybe you desire girls and boys, but want to stick to more one gender. Maybe because your family wants you to marry that other gender. Maybe because that's what you're comfortable with. And we need to spread awareness with the African American race so we can be more comfortable with being black. A lot of black people are not comfortable being black because what's been taught that black is not good, but baby, black is good. I remember I was like kind of, as a black person, I said, oh my God, my siblings don't look like me with the melanin. But baby, chocolate is popping. Chocolate chip, Rocky Road, peanut, they all got chocolate in it, so we popping. Only brands of vanilla that you hear is vanilla and French vanilla. But there's so many different forms of chocolate. Just like there's so many different forms of being African American. Yeah. And this is ironic that I'm doing this in February because guess what? Black is beautiful. You're not beautiful. No, you are beautiful. You don't feel you're beautiful. I feel you're beautiful. There's times when I don't feel I'm beautiful myself. So I completely understand about the whole you not feeling beautiful. I'm dark skinned. I have degrees. But white counterpart have no degrees and have like the top-notch job. There's a thing called systematic racism. But we're talking about Black America. We're not going to get off the subject now. But you want to be trans? Baby, work. Go all the way through it. That's why I kind of look at Caitlyn Jenner a little funny. I'm not judging Caitlyn for being transgender. I'm just judging about her choices behind it. Is this because she's really transgender or is she doing it for publicity? If you want to be gay, be gay. Like, my female friends would come out to me, oh, Jocelyn, I'm gay. Well, be the best little corporate muncher. Who am I to judge? Who is I to, am I Andrew Carter? Who am I to judge you? I'm trying to judge you. I just want to love you for who you are. But first, you must be who you are. You must be yourself before other people love you. See where I'm going with this? Love yourself. I can tell myself I'm beautiful too. So I'm not perfect, honey. You know, Red Cup. You know, and I will keep on talking about Black community stuff on Red Cup. Because, damn it, I'm black. Black in my Kendrick Lamar voice. Say it loud, y'all. I'm black and I'm proud. Now, we need to end this episode in the true motherfucking Red Cup Chronicle. If you got a job, raise your Red Cup. If you try to make $1 out of 15 cents, raise your Red Cup. Who's ready for the weekend? Raise your Red Cup. If you are transgender, gay, lesbian, bi, trans, queer, and you're proud of it, and you're not ashamed of it, baby, raise your Red Cup. And those who are ashamed of it, I want you to raise your red cup too, so you know that people love you as you are. Don't kill yourself. And there's a lot of little children kill themselves for people not listening to them. Before figuring out what's going on with people, learn about that person first. You might learn something in your life. So I'm going to end this in true Red Cup fashion. Raise your Red Cup. Go to bed, and baby, you're beautiful. I'm beautiful. Black is beautiful, baby. So bye.